Alright, boys and girls, welcome to another day of doing the backtesting until unprofitable series. This is day 203. So let me just get Twitch and Kick started, and then we can move on with today's session. Okay, so we'll be doing this version model from 2023, and I'm thinking we'll finish it soon because we're so far with it. Go to daily, and we'll go to the next. New York AM. So this looks bullish. I think it's gonna continue higher, even though there's this kind of SMT here, and it's not correlating at all. I still think we're bullish after this bull run. Maybe we're gonna have a retracement, then price continues higher. Now, what do we see here? We see that price has retraced lower, obviously, after this run on the highs. I believe it's a safety. Yes, was good. Right now, I think we're gonna go higher if maybe there's a bullish gap here that's holding, for which I don't see one. But instead see some bearish ones that are holding here, like this gap here. So which makes me think, is price gonna head for the Asia lows? That's possible, or just this London lows. The Asia lows here and London lows here. So maybe we could head lower, run the lows, then start heading higher, because then at least we will be like in 1 hour fair value. But that's where I would like to long. Or maybe if it runs the London lows, then I take longs towards here. So whichever happens, I'll be open to taking an entry with it. So there's the open, runs the high directly, and then versus, so it's run this high, these highs here. So it looks like it's gonna head for these London lows. It doesn't inverse clearly, but here now it has just inversed right here. But then this is a really big stop. How many points are these? Around 37 points are actually 37 points are okay. If it's not like 5 or 15-minute gap, that will be fighting with. So the shorts, I think I will take them some, but then it will be like a 1-to-1 though. Actually, a 1-to-1 is an even full, except if I target like the Asia lows. Yikes. So that means that will be 500 over 62, and that's 8 micros. Let's sell it here and see if it bears any fruit, because we've run the highs here, right? And there's hourly gaps, not 4 hour, no 4 hour gaps, and no 2 hour, no 3 hours. So I think maybe we could just sell it and see if it ends up hitting these lows, break even once it takes out this low, because obviously this one here is guaranteed banger. So this would have been a take profit. Actually, this is where I should take profit, because this is a point where it's more likely to reverse. It reverses, takes me out, and then heads lower. Is it gonna head lower to the Asia lows? I don't know, but yeah, this entry would have been good, but then the stop was too big for me to have a good target, so I'm okay with the break even. Now when you check the 15-minute, this high here has been run again, showing signs of bearishness, and there's a terminal here about to get inversed, and right there it gets inversed as this gap here gets respected. So was this high here run? No, there is an SMT. and there is this, and we've inversed here, but the hell is the 1 hour? I believe it's still in this gap, is it? Nope, it's not. So if it reverses, then I would like to short it towards here or here. Let's see. I think we could short it if this gap could hold bearish. So almost for around 2, that's 552, giving me around 12 micros. Let's just play this and wait. Could get stopped out literally like in 1 minute, or maybe wait for longer. So take profit to get hit. I'm targeting this low here, but then it looks like here there's a gap disrupting what we want to see. So there are chances that this will be a stop out. Yeah, there it goes. How was the 30-minute? Okay, it's all okay. It's all still okay. So it looks like these days are consolidations. I mean, most of the times no good entries come out of this, but let's see what we can get. Is it now gonna head for the lows? I don't really know. What's the 4 hour? 4 hour is still in these small gaps here. Also have another 4 hour low here. Okay, there is the sweep right at the open. Run on this is right here, and this one's gonna get run. I don't really know. Now when I check the 15, obviously there is this here wasn't run. Checking the 1 hour, there's nothing interesting for me. I would like to short it on this inversion here. 3 minutes just closed. There is this inversion here, right there. I think it's gonna go lower, like to these lows here, obviously. So it has run a couple of highs inside here, which is this one, and these ones. But then it's not in a POI, except if I would be considering this, for which these closures aren't the best. I think we can sell it. How big will my stop be? Let's push it maybe somewhere around here and target this low here, 1.4R. So just a small base hit and see if what take profit could get hit there. Three, two, one. We are stopped out. Oh, I was close. Yeah, we ended up getting stopped out. Insane stop. And then later runs this high versus here. Is it gonna drop now? It feels to. No wonder it was a chop day. So I think one of the lessons I learned here is when you are having days like these, you just stay out. It's more than okay to do so. Now believe this is bullish here. Closest best 1 hour gap that could be traced to would be this one, even though it's really far. So maybe the 15 could have good retracements, or the 30-minute, for which the 30-minute has some good rejection of this gap. I believe it's gonna continue to hold. 15-minute, nothing. So let's just wait for the open now. And the open hits the target directly right after the open. Now all I have to do is just target and probably like the other days daily open, not just that one. If we aren't at all-time highs, for which we are at all-time highs, so let's use the standard deviation then. If price happens to retrace, then we can trade it off the standard deviation. So there is this. This is the only closest target, so yeah, we're cooked. There's no trade for the day here. Okay, I don't know what this is supposed to mean, this instant rejection after the gap retracement. Is it gonna retrace to like some gap or something like that? So there is the 1 hour 1 hour gap retracement right at this candle here. This one, yeah, which leaves behind some sort of SMT now. Actually, it's equal lows. Now it's no longer an SMT. How's the 15? So now is it gonna reverse? I don't know. I would long it off our 2-minute inverse gap, or just long it here at this retracement like structure, this inverse, and target this 5-minute high. Would be a crazy base hit if it hits. 700 over 24, that's 21. And then we're out. So where is the position though? So initially I would have taken this. It's like I'm on a crazy losing streak here. But how aggressive it drops once more. Yeah, let's just go to the next day. I wouldn't trade anything else that day. I hate that these highs haven't run. It shows something that's not good, like a reversal or drop lower. You have these daily lows. That will be a really great target. In the 4 hour is rejecting this gap here, so it's a good confluence. And the lowest hanging fruit, which I would like to go with, would be that one. 15-minute has a good gap here. Now right at the opening, this low here that I was targeting gets run. So this was a run on these highs, and an inversion here. How big will this be? 27 handle stop. This is gonna drop to the next area, probably here. Let's check out the daily though, over the 1 hour. And after this liquidity run at 9:32, I think it's probably gonna drop, and would like to short it at this inversion, targeting this huge low here. That's really far. That's really far. If I were to do a 54, give me a smile. Set it like this. PE at this low here. Damn, good drop. Seriously, edging take profit, is that what you should do? Yeah, take profit right there of around 1,400. So very great one. And that's just like 36 minutes into the daily. Today, is it gonna reach for this low here? Well, lucky me didn't target this low. This is what we call luck. Now imagine if I had targeted that low there, I would have got stopped out. Probably like at break even. But I believe maybe probably at a later time that low will get taken out. And the later time is this. So another potential entry would have been on this 15-minute gap retracement here. You can see that we run the high, inverse right here, and at the moment it's inversed right here. This is another entry right here, high, stop around there, and your targets this low here for a 2.6 hour. Literally barcode, but I think it's gonna drop until it reaches to a logical POI or a daily POI. As of now, we are in a 4-hour gap back it takes, and run here, run here. That's a good liquidity run. Kind of inverse this here, so I'm not gonna think that we're gonna go higher long term. We're just gonna look for sells. So maybe we retrace into this gap, then we drop. Just gonna wait for whichever happens for me to take an entry, and that's how my playbook will be. So right at the open, the lows get smashed, and that shows me that maybe it's gonna continue going higher, or maybe I'll enter on the next retracement for the shorts. Checking the hourly, bro. Is it gonna reject? It's probable, but that's not my bias, so I'm just gonna sit and wait and see what happens. Right, then we get an SMT here. You can see it. The bullishness worked out because you can see these highs here get run. Okay, now here's the run. Yeah, this is barcode literally. You can never know where wants to head. Runs this low, not the daily low, then reverses. Also something very unpredictable. Anyways, the next day opens up really aggressive to the downside. With this gap here holding, and there would be my targets right here. Now 1 hour is nothing. Maybe a 15-minute gap retracement could give us some entry over the 5-minute. Some of our targets just got hit. It's gonna get a retracement or what? I mean, ES is already retracing, so you could as well just retrace to. And it's tripping around for these minutes. I'd rather just sit and wait. And there's some SMTs here. See how this is. So will it form any other retracement? I don't know. Will I continue thinking of shorting it? Probably not, because it's gonna chop around now. Okay, this is a small retracement right here. And it closes inside. The 4 hour looks like after running this low it has left behind an SMT and it has dropped to the logical daily low that I was thinking of. So now it's probably gonna reject. Not really confident of it going lower anymore. And yeah, there's what I was saying. So potential longs would have been in right here after these inversions here. So good run here. The next day also opens up as a falling knife. What are we having here? Is it bearish now? I believe so. Retracement to the gap right there. 1 hour. Run on this high when it's dropping. We're also in this gap here. With this SMT. So there's an SMT here. You can see that this high here. Yes, did not run it. This is a good target here. That the open will just hit right away, and it fails to. Are you serious? Okay, run on the high. This candle here is where I'm gonna short. I stop a little bit above the inversion and target the daily low, and this and this and this. Actually, it's not a daily. It's just a low that's there. Okay, so that's gonna go over 46, giving me around 10 micros for short. Remove 10 of them. It's just kind of buggy because it delays a lot. Yeah, and then it gets stopped out right away around 1, 2, 3, 4, wait, 3 minutes, actually 2 minutes, leaving behind an SMT. Bro, day trading is a mess. Probably there were some news at 10. Jolts, yep. Yeah, let's go for next day. This day was unfortunate. So the rejection has started, for which now I'll be targeting the daily highs. There's a good 4 gap here that's holding from Asia. Gaps from Asia now. Nothing that crazy on the 1 hour. Just a liquidity target. Maybe if you can get a 15-minute gap retracement for some longs. I'd like to see trace to discount though, not just any premium gap. There is the open, there it is, into the discount gap and lower. I don't know when it's gonna reject. How's the 15? Okay, it's looking good, kinda. Or we can long it probably to like a 5-minute premium break even at this low here, at this high, sorry, because price is extremely volatile. So maybe it could reject that, could react to that one. Now I'll be targeting a premium gap or even this high here, but I'm better off with a premium gap, because if then it reacts to that premium gap, I will have taken my profit. So break even here, full target here, this gap here. Yeah, all that for nothing to get stopped out in 2 minutes. Instead it runs this low again, then starts going higher. Okay, guess that's another lesson. Come on, these days are still consolidating when we're in the daily gap. Meanwhile, I'm trying to long it. How insane am I? Now there's an SMT here, but it wouldn't like the base of an SMT, and we were in the gap as well, and another SMT, so it's like 2 consecutive SMTs. So is it gonna go high? I believe so. So let's just see if we can get a retracement to enter at, because I long it when it's going lower. There is the sharp knife drop. Carry open, gets run right here. Two-minute candle wasn't closed yet. I'd rather wait for this 2-minute close, some better. So now I am a little bit confident longing it, but considering that this is the 2 minute gap, we've run a couple more lows. I'm not gonna long it, I'm just gonna sell and see what happens. Ends up hitting take profit, but this consolidation here was something that I wasn't sure of. I mean, it would be good longing it off of here, maybe somewhere here, for a simple 1-to-1 instead, something like this, 2.6 R. So yesterday was a good expansion day. Let's see if this day expands higher as well. It's in a 4-hour gap, which means if we're gonna reject it, or we're gonna reject early, could take some early entries. In the low here, that was created by some news. That's not NFP, by the way. NFP was probably like last week. There is the open. Okay, there's a target getting hit. 5-minute gap getting respected here after this sweep, shift, retracement, along it towards here. That would have been a separate model, obviously. There's a drop into the 15-minute. And the run on this low. Oh, black back there. So December I wasn't giving the best price action. On the 11th of December. So that means 5 days have just passed, and so if we'll probably end this session sometime soon. It's about to end. Right, so gap holds, target there. So there's a run on liquidity here. All I know is that today is a longing day. Today is a day for longs. I'm gonna be longing this thing. There's no 5-minute gap. 15-minute is really far. Okay, now we're in the 30-minute gap. Candle has just closed here after running this low and an SMT. So this is a 2-minute here inversion of one handle. There is an SMT here. There is target here. That's 16 micros. I'd like to see aggressive. It's aggressive. Let's just hit this high. One to one. Hey yo. ES has just run the high. I'm just gonna take profit. Would get hit, but then that's because ES has already hit the high. You have to respect the rules. I mean, this would have been a really great one. Look at how good it races to the inversion, and look at how great it closes inside of the inversion, bro. Very great. Alright, so where am I gonna target for today? Press registration to this Asia Open. I don't know if it's gonna rebalance it fully, but I think it could reject and continue going higher, probably. There's the inversion here, and run on the lows. Let me check the 15. It's open up really good. Where's this candle? But how come on ES it's really small, while NQ it's really huge? And so I'm so skeptical about trading this thing. It's probably gonna like retrace into a 5 or 15-minute gap. The 5-minute gap is here, so this is where the break even takes place. Let's target maybe like this high here. Was really close. And look at this break even, bro. Ow. Man, moving to break even is really killing my trades. Well, wherever I trail it to, wherever I trail the stop or take profit. Sometimes I just say I'm not gonna trade it, and then it takes me out. When I say I'm not gonna trade it, does it, like, when I say I'm not gonna trade it, takes me out. When I trade it, takes me out as well. And it absolutely continues higher. So the position from yesterday was still on though. Let's refresh it. Will go away after refreshing. I believe that it will. Look at where I longed it. Cool. So I believe the Polishness still has some vibe. There's a high there. Gonna activate the Asia and see how it's looking like. It would be really great. Now I'd like to see a retracement into the potential gap, 15-minute gap, sorry. Then get the retracement, but we're gonna reverse. We'll reverse directly after retracing, but this will be a really huge stop. Going to enter the next retracement. Now ES is just below this low there. To merely just inverse. I think now I will be okay with longing it. This 2-minute inversion, because we've had this week. It's no longer a 15-minute gap, considering on how they're closing. But this is a literal drop. Maybe you can take break to see if it will reach that high there. Consistently trying, but it's failing. You can see he forms the model of sweep inverses failed, sweep inverses failed. Actually, we are 14th of September. Gap the price is in. I would like to see it hold, and there's also this huge SMT and sweep, so I'm heavily bullish. really tripping around. I can't decide where to long it. Okay, now there's the one on the 930 low. This low right here. So now if it inverses, then we can probably find some good longs, but then there is no gap. So let's wait for the 3 minute then. And it also doesn't inverse, so I was wrong on the bullish, on the bias. Why is it fooling around? It doesn't want to go higher. Okay, 3 minutes just closed, 5 minutes looking okay. Yes, is also close to this low. Oh, the 3 minute, I will see long it after this candle closes. This one here, for this gap here. And let's see, is there like a 5 minute gap that's close? This one here and this one here, but they were all filled. The 15 minute, the unfilled one would be here. So maybe we'd aim for a low hanging fruit around 25, 1 minute. Is it gonna hit? I really don't know. Come on, just hit it. It's as easy as that. Now you see that I didn't trade my stop to break even, but the funny thing is, it's just gonna hit it now. Yep. Day in the life for real. Trying to longer short market. It's insane. I know you're still bullish. Turns out yesterday at 10 was a next trim drop. Then later reversed. It looks like it's going higher and higher. And it's going really slow. Let me just go to the next day. Doesn't want to move. I think we're about to chop up now. It's probably about to shop because we've moved aggressively for the past couple of days. it's higher, then I will be looking for this high here. 1 hour, there is no gap supporting price. Yeah, the target gets hit right at the open, which is this high here, and all of these highs here. So it's a 5-minute gap retracement, and we've got the inversion created right here. So I believe we can long it to the next high, something like this. Banger, take profit in 1 to 3 minutes, and it hit around $500, sorry, $800. So we're slowly but slowly recovering. After price hit the target at around 10, it traced lower, then started going even higher. See the retracement again, push high. Unfilled 4 hour, a small unfilled 1 hour, also another small 1 hour here that's unfilled. I believe this one is bigger and is on premium, but overall I'll be looking for longs, okay, except for the case where NQ will tell me otherwise. Alright, at the open this low here gets run, then market runs crazy to the upside, and I wonder why it fell short of this high here when it will eventually hit it. After running this high, it starts to reverse. I don't know where to. So I believe the next possible opportunity for longs is if it retraces into like a 5-minute, but then that would be kind of later in the day, because now chances are really low that it does that. right here, it will be my entry, and I will be targeting this high. So small 1 to 1 there will be 500 over 20. Okay, that's 25. Chances of this holding like this will be high, will be low, sorry. Yo, what's up, Lethal ICT trader? How are you? Lethal ICT trader, are you there? So now we had the London move the morning here, which I believe set the tone for the day already, and I think it's gonna make the day kind of hold bearish for something like this. Oh yeah, Luke, I remember you. I remember you from some of my sessions. Some of my previous sessions, I saw you there. Yep, there's the run that I was anticipating into this gap there. I don't know if we're gonna start reversing, but yeah. Apparently, could be about to inverse this gap and I will be wrong, which is totally fine. Yes, I was kind of consolidating there. So my bias has already flipped. Look how the 1 hour is looking like. Luke, are you active? So I believe that's all for this high here. I knew it was gonna get hit and just got hit, so we no longer have any other targets other than if by any chance market decides to go to standard deviation levels. So how have you been doing recently, Luke? How's your trading going? You making some money? I believe you do actually. coming to an end of this buying era. Maybe. I believe you're making some money, man. I believe you're making some money, Luke, because you know that's what we are in the markets for. Well, I'm not making any money yet, but I think you probably might be making some money, and you know, and you could be a senior in the game, aren't you? Run on this high here, and this one. So we have a couple of SMTs coupled up here, and conversion gets in there. No, this is when I would like to plug it. Mr. Luke, I believe in you, man. You're making some money in the markets, and if not, you're gonna do so. I don't know why I expected that. Maybe because it's shopping around in this 15-minute gap. I think maybe shorts from this gap here could have been the ones to play out after this sweep. But then I would be shorting all-time highs, looking for this gap here and for that low. Right, kind of closed really good. 2-minute inversion here. And you're gonna target the like a 5-minute field for which there isn't. So then I would probably long it. This will be really big though. Around 500 over 60. That would be 8 micros. And you also have an SMT here. So will it end up reaching here? I don't know. It's kind of far. I think I'm gonna close the break even because my targets have been met on ES. Right, so I'm ending the session here. It's been a good one, and until next time, stay blessed, y'all.